You have to remember that I'm giving like what 7-8 points of damage, and I have extra damage points by that amount, and I'm using a power fist. So the damage resistances they have is insane. If I hadn't picked those traits that give extra power, and if I had lower strength, I wouldn't be doing damage to them. See, you know, this really is. I don't feel at all bad at using these tricks like 100% damage resistances and things like that, because I'm going to be suffering pretty much through the same thing. So it's not one-sided thing that they're entirely helpless before our overpowering might. It's the case of everyone is pretty much fucked and trying to survive. I'm just hoping that I'm better at it than the AI is. The problem is that I won't be immune to damage from this point on, and it'll get worse as the game progresses. Yeah, and the mines are explosive damage, so I can't just clear them up by exploding them. So I think I'd still like to know where they are. I think there's sort of an X pattern that gets repeated, sort of a minefield, a grid. That's the word I'm looking for. This is pretty dangerous because I don't have any perception. I might easily walk into one. I think I'll go into sneak mode just because it slows me down. Oh shit, I think I'll actually go through this. I won't go there. Shit! How much life do I have? 5 hit points? That was bad. That was super bad. It stops automatically when it spots a mine, but if I sort of give the movement command after that, it'll walk straight into mines. And that's what happened there. Okay, we're bandaged. We survived, so I'm not certainly gonna load. Shit happens. As long as we survive without too much trouble or sacrifice, I'll take it. Okay, I think we're okay now. I'll just get the APC and we can get this thing rolling towards the last survivors. So, not that long of a mission if you know what you're doing. If you try to kill everything, drive through the worst places and things like that, this can be extremely painful. But this isn't one of the ones I fear. The ones I fear are some late game missions, and then one where we have to defend against a super mutant assault, and that's going to be a gigantic pain in the ass. You can get a bonus objective there if you manage to keep everyone alive, or most of them at least, but it's one of those missions I'll be glad if we can even complete the primary objective. I'm not worried about myself dying, that I'm worried about I can't kill the enemies fast enough and they slaughter all the mission critical targets. So that's one of those points where I think unarmed is a really bad choice. We're gonna drive straight to these mines because we can't really avoid them anyway. how much damage we're taking. Not that many. We'll see if we can drive through the hills. Yeah, we can. The APC is a pretty sturdy vehicle. I think it's my preferred vehicle. I still try the Hummer in most encounters or when exploring, simply because if I get into an unwanted fight, it's fast enough to get away before the enemy has time to do anything to me. The APC isn't. It'll handle punishment much better, but it's not that fast. And when you're alone, speed is quite a bit more important than durability, at least in vehicles.
Paladin Solo and her troops are now inside the APC. Drive them back to the evac point.
Paladin Solo is a man, pretty sure. Oh my god! We're gonna be stop a bit. We want to time for another perk. Okay, Adrenaline Rush. Yeah, rubbish. Bonehead. Yeah, rubbish. Chances of getting knocked down unconscious by 50%. We can take this two times. This isn't bad, but we have much bigger problems to worry about. Okay, maybe Dodger. Yeah. Plus V5 to your armor class. Yeah, it's not. The bonus isn't good enough. Explorer. Yeah, chance to find special people. Yeah, this is rubbish. Faster heating. Flexible. No. Vehicle combat bonuses. Hit detect. This might be actually good. To react very quickly to words incoming, half the damage from area attacks and splash damage. So grenades and rocket launchers. So potentially very powerful. Very powerful. Although I still probably prefer the loner, plus 10 to all skills. Pickpockets, no, we have immunity already. What the hell is radiation resistant plus 15% to us? Silent running, no, well... Not good enough for us. Since we have to do everything, we can't be the scout, just a scout. Yeah, I think we'll take the loner. Toughness would be great, but we already have immunity to normal weapons, and they aren't using that many special ammo at this point, because the loner bonuses would help out in everything we do. But 10% toughness, even if they had something like 20% reduction in armor effectiveness, that still leaves like... Yeah, the reason I'm not going to take this though is because we will be getting better armors, so it might be just a wasted perk. But the loner is an amazing perk, especially for soloist, because you're always alone. You'll be getting the benefit basically all the time when you're in this mission, so I'll pick the loner. But what that actually means is... No, I didn't press done. Done and done. What it really means is we'll get plus 10 to everything. Everything at all times. So they should always be pretty much blue, unless they're getting negatives. It might not show actually now. I think it is, but I think no, I don't think so. The reason it's showing it's because we're driving a car, so we're in the crouch position, and the reason why we're not getting them is because we're with our allies in this APC. We won't always get the bonus when we're, for example, in our base of operation in the bunker. So every time there's something green next to us, we won't get it. So it's not always good, but most missions we will be alone. And it's +10 to everything, so it'll boost most of our skills to a significant point. Yeah, I still don't know where to spend these skill points. I still don't know where to spend them, because I can't use other weapon systems, so I can't use them on that either. I have to think about it. Okay. Yeah, we'll drive home and think about if we want to come back and loot for stuff.